Fred Wall here. Today's topic is 2015 Financial Eligibility Requirements for Permanent Residency.
VisaCoach. Fast, easy, and personal.
Hi, my name is Fred Wall, and I am the VisaCoach. I'm known for the personal one-on-one attention you, as my client, receive, and the effectiveness of a VisaCoach front-loaded presentation that leads to fast and easy approval. Now, in order to successfully petition for your spouse to obtain a green card after marriage, the U.S. sponsor must demonstrate to immigration that he has enough income coming in that he can support his new wife and maintain his household. The threshold financial requirement is that the USA sponsor must have income equal to, preferably more than, 125% of the national poverty income level where he lives. And this is necessary to be eligible to apply for adjustment of status and get a green card. Each year, the Department of Health and Human Services publishes their poverty guidelines, and they're published at their website, which the link is here. Okay. Since last year, the threshold has risen by $200. So today's 125% threshold is $19,912 per couple, plus $5,200 per any additional household member. Now, the way the calculation works is that the sponsor must have enough income or assets to indicate that he is financially able to support his spouse and can prevent her from becoming a ward of the state. The sponsor's annual income is based on the number of dependents in his household that it will have once she moves there, and should be at least 125% of the guideline for his state. As of March 2015, for residents in the continental USA, the financial eligibility thresholds are as follows: $19,912 for 2 people, $25,112 for 3, $30,312 for 4, and for each additional member in the household, add $5,200. Now, financial eligibility thresholds are lower for active military and higher for residents of Alaska or Hawaii. And how should we prove your income? Well, the way to demonstrate your income, as a U.S. sponsor, you normally would provide your most recent federal tax return, 3 to 6 recent pay stubs showing your year-to-date earnings, plus a letter from your employer confirming your job and what the annual pay is. Now, cash assets can count as an alternative to income. Okay? And what this means is that if you have money in the bank, cash assets can be used as like an income equivalent. And cash assets are assets which can be easily converted or sold to cash, such as stocks, bonds, certificates of deposit, and actual cash. Okay. Other assets, but that cannot be easily turned to cash, like your car, are not eligible to be used, with the exception of the equity in your private residence. You can use that. Okay. Basically, $5 of cash assets is the equivalent of $1 of annual income. So, for example, if a retired green card sponsor living in California has no income and no dependents, he'd need to have about $79,650 in cash assets in the bank to qualify for the green card. So basically, it's 5 times the annual income requirement. Alternatively, a combination of income and assets could work too. For example, if he was already had an income of $10,000 per year, then the shortfall was only like $9,912. So times 5 would mean he needs to come up with $49,650 of cash in the bank to combine that with his $10,000 income. Now, if the sponsor's income or assets are not enough to achieve the eligibility threshold, the sponsor can ask a relative or friend to ask as a co-sponsor. Now, just like buying a car, the second person can co-sign your loan. In this case, he's financially joint sponsoring your petition. Now, when a joint sponsor is used, the size of the household increases, because it's going to be the combined household that is the co-sponsors and the sponsor's house size combined together. For example, if a college student is petitioning for his spouse and he asks his father to be a joint sponsor, both the college student and the father would each complete an affidavit of support. Now, the student's household is just two persons, himself and his new spouse. The father's household would be father, mother, and the two siblings still living at home. Thus, the combined household would be 6 persons, and the combined income of both sponsor and joint sponsor added together would have to be at least $40,712 or more. Now, a joint sponsor can be used for any adjustment of status petition, so you're good to go if you can find one. This was Fred Wall, the Visa Coach. I'm on your side. Call me.
Before starting your immigration adventure, before entering an arcane maze of rules, regulations, and procedures, before committing yourself to a risky path that could mean an end to your happiness, speak with the Visa Coach and ask for his free consultation. He listens to you to learn the red flags and strengths of your case, your eligibility and goals. He will suggest which visa is right for you, the best strategy to get it, and how soon your love can join you. The friendly advice and wisdom he'll freely share with you might make the difference between approval and denial, and could save you months or years of loneliness and separation. What have you got to lose? Book your free consultation today.